Hello everybody, welcome back to Hidden Harvest with Liz. Today I've got some bed prepping to do, and I will lower you guys down so you can actually see what we're working on. Right now it is just the one bed. We are planting some Jerusalem artichokes in the ground, and the reason being is they're starting to sprout. Well, now I'll have to pick that one back out of there. A few of them are starting to sprout and they need to go in the ground, so I'm not sure if the ones that have sprouted will survive because they should actually be hibernating right now. So I want to get them in the ground while they can hibernate. That way they'll be ready to come back whenever everything is ready. So what I need to do is right now, I've got our Georgia red clay, which is still kind of moist, but it's starting to dry out. The entire area where I pulled it from was really saturated. But what I need to do is add some perlite to this so there's a bit of drainage to it. And then we're going to top it off with some gardening soil / potting mix / whatever that we can manage to put on the top of it. And then we're going to plant into that. Alright, first things first, we're going to put some perlite on here to help with the drainage in the clay. The clay layer is supposed to help keep moisture in, but the clay can also be a bad thing. So, we're going to hit it with a bit of perlite. First things first, let me smooth all of this out. Just to keep it from compacting the soil a bit too much whenever it rains. Now, forgive all of the weeds. I'll pick them out as they grow up, it's fine. Okay, now what I've got inside here is some peat moss and some leaf debris, which is composted leaves a little bit, and those are going to help hold on to the moisture in the top layer. And then I'm going to add in some worm castings and some fertilizer, and I'm going to go ahead and mix this in for the upcoming season. I would like to be able to put all this stuff together and then put them in like a week from now, but as they're starting to sprout, it's kind of go time. So we're just going to put them in there and hope everything turns out okay. Oh, I'm also missing something else. My bad, I almost forgot these. I have been collecting eggshells and kind of toasting them, I guess you could say, inside the oven for like 10 minutes. And it's going to take a while for these guys to break down, but it should add to the overall health of the entire bed. So I'm just going to sprinkle it on here and then just leave this alone. I'm just not even going to add any more than that. That's all it needs. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I've got a whole lot to do with these guys. I've also got to hydrate all of this. Which way do I want to do this? That's potting mix, and then I'm going to add in some cow manure. There we go. That's pretty good. That should be enough to cover these guys, I think. I'm wondering if I should just set those on top of the soil and pour this stuff over the top of it. How deep is this going to get? Let me actually make sure you guys can see what I'm talking about. We have about an inch, a little less than an inch all the way around that I can fill in. So I might be able to just lay those on top and then cover them over. Or maybe I sprinkle some on and then I put them on the top. that should work. And this won't give me a full inch, it'll probably give me like a part of one. So what I'll do, it's probably good hand spacing in between. And then on the diagonal, and then I'll put them right here, which gives me 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. That should be plenty of space for all of these guys. I have a whole lot more. The one that's smaller. Oh, there it is, there it is. That one. What I can do is I can set up another bed like this somewhere close. You can get, it's a little close. Yeah, I think this is enough to plant on this bed. I'll just have to plant another spot where I can put some more of these. Now, to remember, now as far as the Jerusalem artichokes go, which are also called sunchokes, one of the biggest things is they are very prolific plants, which means if you put them in the ground, chances are, unless you get every single tuber, that the plant's going to come back on its own, which is really, really good. And I would recommend caution on where you decide to put it. You don't want to put it someplace where it's eventually going to take over and you can't really control it. But there are quite a few places on this property where I can just kind of set these in the ground and not even worry about them. And I'll probably do that, plus I also need to give some to family, so I'll use the rest of those for that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle over the top a little bit more soil, just to make sure I cover those guys. Just a little bit extra. We've got, I would say, probably 2 months before this stuff breaks dormancy. And hopefully these guys will have got enough drainage for whenever it rains. They can drain the extra off. I think we're done with this. Now we just need to water this in and let it sit. And I don't even think we need a whole lot of water. I think we just need to cover the top of it with a bit of water and let it sit. And I might come back later on and add some leaf compost to the top of this to keep it from breaking dormancy too early. We always have at least one more frost after February, and if these guys get some of that warm, they're going to break dormancy and then die. So I think I probably should cover it, but I'm going to wait until after I water it. So, yep, now what we're going to do is we're going to hit the other bed with just a little bit of stuff and things. Okay, the next bed that we're going to be working on is going to be the strawberry bed, but the strawberries have a little bit longer before they're going to have to go inside the bed. I actually don't know whether or not you guys are getting blinded by the light here. Here, let's move right here. You can see the bed back behind me. The strawberries are going to be going into this bed. Right now they're being trained to be outside because they've been inside for a while, ever since I got them, because it was way too cold during that freeze to bring them outside. They would have died. Now I have to get them acclimated, and they're a bit leggy, so it's not great, but as soon as I get them acclimated, I'm going to have this bed ready for them. I'm going to go ahead and throw the perlite in here so I don't have to worry about it again, and then save the topping part that I did on that one until right before I put the strawberries in here. There's no sense in wasting fertilizer for it to just sit inside the soil by itself. Yeah, that'll be in the next one. And I also have an upcoming video showing you guys the rest of the garden that I'm currently looking at, but it's a time lapse and it's taking a while, so we'll come back to it. It's getting there. I'm very happy with it and very intimidated by it. But yeah, I will see you next time. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and you stay shiny. Bye!